In 1971, a significant conflict erupted that would change the landscape of South Asia forever. This was the Indo-Pakistani War, a war that left an indelible mark on the region. The war was triggered by a multitude of issues: political instability, social unrest, and deep-seated ethnic tensions between various groups of people. The most significant issue was the geographical and cultural divide between East and West Pakistan. The people in East Pakistan primarily spoke Bengali and had a distinct cultural identity which made them feel marginalized and mistreated by the government in West Pakistan. West Pakistan exploited East Pakistan's resources, leading to economic disparity and resentment. This exploitation fueled anger and a strong desire for autonomy among the people of East Pakistan. The Awami League, under the leadership of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, became the voice of East Pakistan's struggle for independence. The Pakistani army responded with brutal military actions, intensifying the conflict. The severity of the situation caught the attention of the international community, leaving the world in shock and dismay. The problems in East Pakistan caused a big mess for India. Many people from East Pakistan ran away to India to be safe, and this was hard for India. India's leader, Indira Gandhi, felt like she needed to help the people of East Pakistan, but helping them could cause more problems for India. If East Pakistan was weak, it could be dangerous for India. Also, Pakistan had a big army in East Pakistan, which worried India. Indira Gandhi had to think about doing the right thing, helping people and keeping India safe. The war between India and Pakistan became part of a bigger fight, the Cold War. This wasn't just a regional conflict, it was a proxy battleground for the world's superpowers. The United States, led by President Nixon, decided to help Pakistan. They saw Pakistan as a strategic ally in their global struggle against communism. They thought Pakistan was important for their own reasons. The US provided military aid and diplomatic support to bolster Pakistan's position. The Soviet Union decided to help India, especially after they made a friendship agreement in 1971. This treaty solidified their alliance and ensured mutual support. When big, powerful countries got involved, the war became more dangerous. The involvement of these superpowers escalated the conflict to new heights. The US sent ships to scare India. This show of naval power was meant to intimidate and deter Indian advances. But the Soviet Union sent their own ships to stop the US. The presence of Soviet naval forces countered the American threat. The Soviet ships sent a strong message to the US. They made it clear that any aggressive moves would be met with equal force. So, the Cold War made the whole situation much more complicated. The geopolitical chess game added layers of complexity to the regional conflict. Other countries, especially countries that weren't very powerful, wanted the Bengali people to be free to make their own choices. They supported the independence movement for humanitarian reasons. This war showed everyone how important this fight was. It wasn't just about territory, it was about ideology, power, and the future of a region. On December 3rd, 1971, Pakistan attacked Indian airports. India fought back quickly and strongly. The Indian army moved into East Pakistan and took control of important cities. The Indian Navy stopped Pakistan's ships from moving. The Indian Air Force helped the army on the ground. A group of Bengali fighters called the Mukti Bahini also fought against Pakistan. Pakistan's army was losing. They had fewer soldiers and weren't as good at fighting. The Indian army and the Mukti Bahini surrounded Dhaka, the biggest city in East Pakistan. On December 16, 1971, Pakistan gave up. When Pakistan gave up, a new country was born, Bangladesh. This changed everything in South Asia. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman came home like a hero and became the new country's first leader. Bangladesh had a lot of work to do. They needed to fix their country and build new things. Many people came back to Bangladesh, which made things even harder. India helped Bangladesh a lot. The two countries became good friends. Pakistan lost the war and felt bad. Everyone saw that Pakistan wasn't as strong as they thought. The war between India and Pakistan in 1971 was a very important event. It was a conflict that not only shaped the destinies of the two nations, but also left a lasting impact on the entire South Asian region. The war led to the creation of Bangladesh, which was formerly East Pakistan, and marked a significant shift in the geopolitical landscape. It still affects how India and Pakistan feel about each other. The memories of the war continue to influence their political and social dynamics, creating a complex relationship marked by both cooperation and conflict. The war showed that peace is hard to find when countries are angry about things that happened in the past. The deep-seated mistrust and unresolved issues from the war make diplomatic efforts challenging, often leading to tense negotiations and fragile peace agreements. It showed that being too proud of your country and not liking people of other religions is dangerous. Nationalism and religious intolerance can fuel conflicts, making it harder for communities to coexist peacefully and for nations to find common ground. It also showed that other countries need to help when there are problems. International intervention and support can play a crucial role in conflict resolution and peace building, helping to mediate disputes and provide humanitarian aid. 50 years later, India and Pakistan still don't get along very well. Despite numerous attempts at dialogue and reconciliation, the relationship remains strained, with frequent skirmishes and diplomatic standoffs. They're still fighting about a place called Kashmir. The territorial dispute over Kashmir continues to be a major flashpoint, with both countries claiming the region and engaging in periodic military confrontations. Both countries have nuclear weapons now, which is very scary. The presence of nuclear arsenals adds a dangerous dimension to the conflict, raising the stakes and the potential for catastrophic consequences. The things we learned in 1971 are still important today. The lessons from the war underscored the need for dialogue, understanding, and cooperation to prevent future conflicts and promote lasting peace in the region.